evil in Europe. Can you talk about the location?
Sí, es cierto. Zugarramurdi, you know, the town in the north of Spain, is close to the border with France, and maybe is the place where the witchcraft born, or one of the most important places in the world. It's like Salem. En 1610, como sale en la película, hubo un juicio inquisitorial.
In 1610, as it says in the film, there was an inquisition.
Sí. Y detuvieron a 4.000 personas, prácticamente a todo el pueblo.
They arrested 4,000 people, practically the whole town.
Y claro, es curioso porque, es decir, la leyenda negra dice que la Inquisición española era la más terrible, pero no es cierto. Me hubiera encantado que fuera así, pero no es verdad. La más dura fue la alemana, sin duda. En España había, quiero decir, los inquisidores eran jesuitas, era la única gente que leía en el país, y eran gente con la mente muy abierta.
Okay, so the black legend, the dark legend, is that the worst Inquisition was the Spanish Inquisition. I would love for that to be the case. It's actually not true. There has been none worse than the German one. In Spain, the inquisitors, they were actually the only people. They were Jesuits. They were the only people that could read in the country, and they actually had very open minds.
Entonces, los jesuitas de Logroño hicieron un juicio a las 4.000 personas del pueblo para ver qué pasaba, fundamentalmente para enterarse de qué ocurría. Y claro, los documentos del juicio son el origen de la leyenda de las brujas, o uno de los orígenes más potentes de la leyenda de las brujas, porque en esos papeles la gente del pueblo contaba qué es lo que ocurría en la cueva, se echaban los unos la culpa a los otros de lo que había pasado, hablaban de la reina del aquelarre, del sábat, de todo.
So those Jesuits did a trial of those 4,000 people to find out what was going on in that town. And through the trial documents, that is where this legend about witchcraft and the Queen of the Sabbath, that's where that was born. And the people from the town would actually blame each other, start blaming each other.
Y de los 4.000, solamente se llevaron pues a unos 30 a Logroño para juzgarles. De los 4.000, 30.
So of those 4,000 that were tried, they only took 30 to Logroño to be, I guess, prosecuted, sí. Right?
Yeah. Y de los 30, al final, solamente porque ellos mismos decían que ellos mismos juraban y perjuraban que eran brujos. El proceso es muy divertido de leer porque los jesuitas decían, pero vamos a ver, señora, no creerá usted que todo esto es verdad, ¿no? No me venderá usted la historia de que aquí aparece el demonio, todo esto es mentira. Usted lo que quiere es que quememos a su suegra, ¿no? Eso es lo que decían los jesuitas. Y la otra, no, es verdad. No, mi suegra es la reina del aquelarre y todos los días se acuesta con el demonio, ¿no?
So those 30, like, they would swear that the witchcraft was real, that their family members were actually witches, and the Jesuits would be like, come on, this stuff isn't real, this stuff hasn't really happened. What you want is for us to burn your mother-in-law, right? And the woman would respond, no, I swear to God, my mother-in-law is the queen of the Sabbath. She has sex with the devil every night. Yeah. And they would swear that these legends were true.
Al final, ¿no? Se vieron obligados a procesar a creo que eran entre 10-12, y se les murieron de viejos 4 en la cárcel. 4 murieron de viejos. Estuvieron un mes, pero se murieron.
So of those, they had to prosecute 12 of them, and 4 of them, died, of old age in jail cells. They were only in jail for a month, but they were so old they died there.
O sea que al final mataron a 6 de 4.000.
So in the end, of those 4,006 were actually executed.
Do we have any questions from the audience? It's really bright, so we can't quite see you. Then yell it out. We can't see where you are. Yep.
Can we expect this movie in a regular commercial theater soon?
I hope so.
At
really
least on
hope so.
DVD?
Well, maybe we have, we have here, the boss of international sales.
So I think it's gonna be, some kind of commercial life in USA. It's difficult, for foreign movies, to have a space in commercial American theaters or Canadian or whatever. But it's
Excelente filme.
gracias, cariño. So I think it's possible. I really think so. I try my best.
Do we have anyone else? Yep.
What you're filming, they can be
Sí, sí, por supuesto, no? Of course. We shoot in the real place. We shoot in the town. We shoot in Zugarramurdi, and we shoot in the real cave where the aquelarres, where the Sabbath was done. So it was creepy. It was really creepy. It was by night to 5 days working all night long with all the women of the town, because all the extras are women who live in Zugarramurdi. So they were making the same thing, in a movie that his, grandpa's making, in real life. So it was really fun. At the same time, we were scared. And I remember there was a place on the top of the cave. Well, the cave was surrounded by tunnels, like we say in the movie. And one of the tunnels goes to a chapel, a little chapel, a natural chapel, a little cave in the top of the big cave. And there was the real place where the devil appeared, the Aker. And I remember, to be shocked with the place because it was natural. You can see, the table where a stone table, a big piece of stone, where they, put the girls and make the stuff. And beside the stone, you can see a big hole, and there was the place where, the devil appeared. So it was shocked. It was really shocked, strange and weird. And, this kind of image when everybody have in his mind, a bunch of people naked dancing with the devil. It was the name of the party was Aquelarre. Aquelarre in Euskera, in Basque, is el prado del láquer, del macho cabrío, the goat. So this place exists and it's close to the chapel. It was amazing. I always, read about it. I always thought, I must go. But at the end, the first time I went, to see the cave was in the Rekis, in locations, making location for the movie. So finally, I discovered the place, and I swear to you, I have really scared. I am really scared in that moment.
Do we have one more question? Anyone else?
One up here.
Yep.
So following that, how authentic was that witch's hand?
Okay, well, the movie is full of links with the Basque culture and Basque tradition. So Baga Biga Iga is a beautiful song, a strange and weird song as well, made by Mikel Laboa. He's a Basque singer, and in Euskadi, in the north of Spain, is very well known. It's like a child song, but at the same time you feel is some kind of, how do you say, a conjure, conjuro?
Conjuring. Yeah.
Conjuring, yeah, it's a conjuring. So we use it in the movie, and it's gonna be great, to put this movie a week, is very close to Zugarramurdi, and everybody know what happened, and everybody know what's the meaning of the song and all the stuff. And in the Basque culture, the woman is not a joke. Woman is the best, the most important part of the culture and the tradition, for, always, como se dice, durante muchísimos años.
During very many years, like still today.
Antropológicamente, bueno, no me quiero poner pesado,
Okay, I don't want to get annoying, but anthropologically,
sí, la cultura matriarcal, o sea, quiero decir, la cultura en la que la mujer tiene el poder y la energía frente a la cultura patriarcal que sufrimos todos, ¿no?
yeah. So yeah, in Basque culture, the matriarchal culture is very strong in relation to the patriarchy culture that we all suffer from.
La idea es que el único lugar, o uno de los pocos lugares en el mundo donde la cultura matriarcal se ha mantenido hasta el siglo XIX prácticamente, ha sido Euskadi.
So one of the only places in the world where the matriarchal culture has been maintained until the 19th century is Euskadi, or the Basque country.
So it's not only a joke. We are talking about things who happen in Euskadi, and so it's good for the movie. It's really good for the movie. That's the feeling. Cuando estás viendo la película, tú sientes que las cosas como que, bueno, creo yo, encajan en esa secuencia, ¿no? Porque son verdad. Quiero decir, son los trajes tradicionales del carnaval que se utilizan en el conjuro, son figuras arquetípicas, símbolos de esa cultura matriarcal.
So I mean, it really adds to the movie. It makes a lot of sense with what happens, because a lot of those figures that you see, like when they're conjuring the spells, they are real archetypal figures from that culture, from that matriarchal culture, from matriarchy. Thank you.
Didn't expect that from Midnight Madness, did you? And I think that just having a podium up here on the stage kind of elevates the level of our discussion. So let's hear it for Alistair Iglesias, the director of Witch and Bitching. And just to let you know what won the Blackberry Midnight Madness People's Choice Award, the first place film is Sion Sono's Why Don't You Play in Hell? So be sure to check that. I believe there's another screening of it this afternoon, and we had this fellow's film as a runner-up too, so congratulations.